Right, I'd like you to treat me as a pupil at the partly trained stage. I have had some lessons with another instructor, but I've never ever met you before. But he has got the same car as you, so I'm familiar with the controls. He said today we were going to look at meeting, clearance, and my general anticipation.
Okay.
So my name's Tony. So if you've got any questions about the subject before we go on a roll?
No.
No?
No.
Right, so I'll leave you to meet and greet.
Hi, Tony, my name's Saira. How are you today?
Hi, Saira. I'm fine.
Good. I believe your instructor's away today.
Yeah.
He has asked me to take the lesson over today.
Yeah.
He said we're going to be doing something like meeting, clearance and anticipation. Right. There's phase 2, right? Sorry.
Partly trained.
So it's phase 1. Okay. So
You can tell by the fact you got the book in your hand.
yeah. So meeting. What do you understand of meeting? Do you understand meeting? What that is?
I've never done it before.
Okay, well, meeting is something like, so there's parked cars on our left, like here. A meeting situation is when an oncoming car is coming towards us and we couldn't go at the same time. So that's what a meeting situation is. So we'd hold back.
Alright.
Just behind about 2 car lengths of these parked cars here. It's about where we are now here. Although priority lies with the vehicle oncoming, because obviously we've got the blockage on our side, but there may be a time where there'll be parked cars on both sides. Sorry, like if I turn this around, I'm assuming that was us.
Yeah.
And that was the oncoming car there. Because they have cars on their side, parked on their side, priority lies with us.
Alright.
But we shouldn't assume priority, because obviously we don't know whether the vehicle in front is in a hurry or needs to go, is in a rush or whatever.
Alright.
So in situations like that, you know, there may be a time where we might have to give up our priority
Alright.
and let them go. Okay? So there may be a time, like we've got in front of us here, there's parked cars on both sides of the road. So no one has priority, so we shouldn't assume priority again. So, yes, we don't assume priority there. Obviously, like this, in a situation like that, we would give eye contact to the driver and we'll see, you know, who makes the emerge first, or, you know, accordingly drive. Whoever gets there first basically takes sort of priority and drives. But again, good eye contact. Yeah, so we check the mirrors. So we check our interior mirror, right door hand mirror, to make sure distance, speed, and make sure no one's overtaking us. Okay. Clearance. Clearance is something when we're driving along, like here. There's parked cars on our left.
Alright.
You want to be about a meter's width, the door's width away from parked cars.
Alright.
And in cases like this where there's parked cars on both sides, or no, if there's a narrow road, because this is quite an open road, you can be a metre away from parked cars. But if there was a narrow road, then you want to, obviously you may not be able to do a metre away from a parked car, but then if it's less space.
Alright.
So we'll keep the pace very slow.
Yeah.
So that will enable us to see in the distance, we can be see clear. And if there was like cars opening the doors or moving away, then we can see that we can see that early enough, and then react accordingly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the distance between anything over for 30 miles is the 2-second rule. So if you could pass an object, a static object, in the following car in front of us, you could say only falls break the 2-second rule, and you don't pass that static object, then you're well within the distance of not being too close to the car in front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in wet conditions, then you double that amount.
Yeah.
Okay. And then anticipation is if there was a sort of pedestrian here, what could you anticipate? Anticipation is where anticipation means anticipating something before it happens. So like if a pedestrian was standing there and looked over their right shoulder, what could you anticipate? They may
me trying to work out before what to do before they do it.
Exactly.
Oh, right,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's what anticipation is. Yeah. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll do the rest of the move.
All right.
So, can you set yourself up, please?
Yep.
Okay, so what can you see in your interior mirror?
I can see the top and bottom of the back window. I can see the edge of my head restraint, and I can see the corner of your window.
Excellent. And your right door hand mirror?
I can see the door handles, and I can see the sky coming at the top, and I can see that car park on the other side of the road in the middle,
Excellent. And your
and
left
the
door
same
hand?
that one.
Excellent. Okay, so if you start the car then. So we've got two cars parked on both sides here. So we're going to keep our speed about sort of 15 miles an hour here, because there could be little feet underneath between these two cars here. So we're going to make sure that no one walks in front of us here. So just stay towards your 5 minutes and straighten up.
And turning right.
And turning right, Tony. So it's important that we're about a metre away from parked cars, Tony. Because if we were too close, there could be a driver open the door, and obviously, and we could just fly our door open, or we could knock his door open. And likewise, if there was pedestrians there and just walked in, and you were quite close to, if you were parked too close to the vehicles, they could pull away and you could hit the back of them or have a side-on collision. So when we come across parked cars, I want to give you a reference point to be that door's width away from the parked cars.
Right, I just come out of roll here for a minute. There is a way of doing this reference point without actually getting involved with parked cars, yeah?
Okay.
Think about it logically. If you ask me a direct question, have I got a reference point for my normal driving position? But I'll ask me what's my position for normal driving?
Okay, so what's your position for normal driving?
Oh, it's a metre from the curb.
Okay, and how are you judging that?
I've got a reference point.
Okay, so
is there any way you can tie that into the parked cars?
okay, so maybe you can show me here that reference point with these parked cars here.
No, come on, make a tie-in with the two.
Okay, so can you just show me that reference?
Well, if I've got a reference point for being a metre from the curb, then I could use that same reference point for being
a metre away from
the outer edge of the parked car, couldn't it?
Exactly. Okay, so Tony, so have you got a reference point for being a metre away from the curb then?
I have, yeah.
Okay. So can you assume the end of these cars,
The outer edge of these
the
cars.
outer edge of these cars is that metre? If you could use that metre away from the curb, assuming the edge of these cars is the same, how would you then sort of judge your normal driving position?
No, same I do from the normal road position.
Excellent.
Confused way of explaining it, but no.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
Then I forget you're dealing with 3 subjects here. Turning left.
And turning left, please. So we're looking out for these meeting situations, possible meeting situations, Tony. So assuming a car came towards us now, which it is, Tony, what I'd like you to do is check interior mirror.
All right, yeah.
Check it, Tony.
Yeah.
Check it.
Yeah.
And left door hand mirror. Left door hand
Oh,
mirror.
left hand over.
Okay. And just stay towards me 5 minutes. And straighten up. Stay towards you 10 minutes. And straighten up. And just stop there. Okay? Just pop the car in first gear, Tony. Just stay there, no, anyway. So that car, we allowed that car to go because we were actually positioned near left of centre here, Tony. That's the position we want to be for if we had a meeting situation. Like if we have, for instance, if we have a car come towards us now, we'd pull up here and use this space to wait here to allow that car to pass us before we could pull out again. And when we pull in, check our interior mirror for distance and speed of vehicles behind us, and our left door hand mirror to make sure there's no cyclists popping alongside us. Yeah. And we want to be near as possible to left of centre. because we don't want to be parked too close to the curb, because vehicles behind us may think we've just parked up and decide to overtake us,
That makes
and
sense,
we'll be
yeah.
pulling out
Yeah.
at the same time. I'll have a collision. Okay, so we want to be near as possible to left of centre, because if there was sort of a big lorry or a van coming, that'll give them enough space
Oh,
to
right.
pass us as well. Okay, when we do pull out, we check our interior mirror for distance and speed of vehicles behind us, and the right door hand mirror to make sure no one's overtaking us.
Oh, okay.
Because if anyone was overtaking us, Tony, you'd let them pass, otherwise you'd force them on oncoming vehicles.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
and this is about our whole back position, which is about 2 car lengths in front of this
Oh,
car
right.
here. Okay, so when you pull out, I want you to check your interior
Why,
mirror.
why do I hold back this far?
So we hold back this far, Tony, because if we came close to that vehicle in front of us, we'd be steering. A hell of a lot of shuffling of steering would have to come on, because
Is it easier to see back here as well?
and it's also very so
Oh, right.
that's the reason why you're holding back about 2 car lengths,
Oh,
because you
right.
can see quite clear into the road ahead of you,
Oh, okay.
and that you're going to join again, and also it'll save you from steering, lots of
Oh,
shuffling
right.
steering. Just do a good nice pull push
Do,
method.
do I always have to do a hold back?
Well, no, because if the road was wide enough and the 2 vehicles could go back,
No, I mean in this kind of situation, did I?
well, there might be a time where there may be gaps in between the sort of parked cars.
Yeah, because my wife said when she was learning to drive, her instructor was very keen on eco-friendly driving, and he had to do rolling holdbacks.
And there may be a possible time if you just assume a car just came now, and you were just coming towards this holdback position, but that car had passed, the oncoming car had passed, then you could be in a rollback position. So in a
A holdback. Rolling holdback.
rolling holdback
Yeah,
position.
he said take the speed away and
Yeah,
the situation is resolved before you get there.
Exactly. So you come off the gas, and then you basically just sort of rolling into this
Oh,
holdback
right, yeah,
position,
yeah.
and then you just check your interior mirror, right door hand mirror, and just pull out again.
Oh, right.
That way you're not stopping at the holdback position, but
Yeah.
you're just rolling in the holdback
Oh, I
position.
get you, yeah.
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 Okay. So if you're ready, hold on, Tony. Stop there. Check the interior
Oh,
mirror,
sorry, yeah.
distance and speed of vehicles
Yeah.
behind us, and the right door hand mirror for anyone overtaking
Oh, right.
us. Okay. So check it. Check the
Oh,
right door
sorry,
hand
yeah.
mirror, Tony.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Sorry.
So stay towards your 5 minutes. Okay. Use off the come off the gas, Tony. Come on the brake, and just stop here.
No need to stop me, just ask me
Okay, Tony, what is your normal driving position?
my normal driving position.
Sorry, how you
End right.
then the road right, please.
Yeah,
So what's your clearance distance between these parked cars?
a metre.
So how are you judging that, Tony?
I'm using the same reference point I use for my normal driving position, a metre from the curb.
A metre from the curb. So you're using these outer part of these
Yeah.
cars, metre from the curb. Okay. So do you think that if I stopped you here and I could open the door, that you wouldn't hit this
Yeah,
car door?
no, bloody room there, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, the only reason I wanted back in there was you need to mention it now and again, didn't you? That's the only way.
Okay. All right, cool. Turning right, please.
Yeah, can you not take the analysation a little bit further?
And what the consequence of being too close to those cars then, Tony? If you were
Oh, door opening and hit the door with the car moving away.
Excellent. Well
Anything else? Come on, listen to my answers and give me a push to get the detail out of me. Oh, pedestrian walking out, isn't it?
done. And a pedestrian walking
Oh,
out, yeah.
yeah.
So what if you saw 2 little feet underneath in between those parked cars?
No, you
Tony?
don't really get a body on the top, don't you?
Exactly. And what could be the consequence of those? If you saw 2 feet,
Roundabout right.
what could you anticipate? Roundabout right, please. What could you anticipate then?
No, body.
What could those pedestrians do? Because pedestrians could walk out anyway, couldn't they?
Yeah, anytime, any place, anywhere, body.
So like Martin in the advert.
No, have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that. That's what I use on my lessons.
No,
Yeah, pedestrians pull out anyway, don't they? Anytime and anywhere.
I didn't think you'd be watching them adverts since you're a non-drinker.
Oh, I don't drink, but obviously I can watch telly here and there sometimes. Okay, so we're looking out for these
And turning right.
and turning right, Tony. So we're going to anticipate these possible meeting situations, Tony. So we're going to look well into the road ahead, see for these parked cars. There's both parked cars on both sides. So we're going to keep our speed about at least. So if you imagine a car coming towards us now, Tony, where would you hold back position?
Oh, here.
Excellent. Well done. And why is it important that you hold back there then?
So they've got room to get through, haven't they?
Excellent, yeah.
We should be further.
So what would you check when you pull up?
Oh, the mirrors.
What mirrors are you checking?
Middle and right before I pull in.
No, it's middle and left.
Oh, middle and left, sorry, yeah.
So when you pull out, what other mirrors you check?
Take it a bit further, for God's sake.
So why is it important to check
Turning
the interior left? Why is it important to check the interior mirror first?
Oh, just the speed.
And the left door-hand mirror, Tony?
Oh, that's for them bicycles, isn't it?
Exactly. And if there was a bicycle there, what would you do?
I wouldn't move in and let them go.
Otherwise,
That's
what
caution,
would
wouldn't
Exactly. Okay, so we're anticipating these possible meeting situations, Tony, now. So, just for instance, Tony, if a vehicle came now towards us, where would your hold back position be?
I can hold back here, couldn't I?
Hold back here, yeah. And why is it important that we have to be positioned near left of centre then? In our hold back position.
Okay, so if we're going too tight, they might think I'm parking.
Okay, so can you just show me now, if we assume the vehicle coming towards us now, the hold back position?
Oh yeah, I dare. Moving you.
Okay. Did you check your mirrors then, Tony?
Oh, sorry. No.
You check your mirrors. Okay, why is it important that we check those interior mirrors, Tony?
This is speed and bicycles there.
Okay, so when we're pulling out, Tony, what mirrors are we going to check?
Middle and right.
Okay, so we're going to pull out again.
Yeah.
So what? Tony, stop there.
Yeah.
We're not going to go anywhere until we check those mirrors, Tony.
Oh, sorry.
It's
yeah,
very
yeah.
important
Yeah.
that we check these
Middle,
interior mirrors.
Right.
And why are we checking this interior mirror?
This is the speed, and anybody overtaking me,
Okay, and if somebody was overtaking you, Tony, what would you do?
I'd let them go.
Why would you let them go, Tony?
Well, because they'd be alongside me, and we're going to hit each other, aren't we?
Exactly.
And then you'd really have a good moan at me, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
And turning left.
And turning left, please, Tony. So we're going to anticipate these possible meeting situations, Tony. Now you can see this road in Tony, look at the notes.
Yeah.
So you can see that the road is quite narrow here, and there's parked vehicles on both sides.
That's one way straight, though, isn't it?
Sorry, it's a one-way street. Yeah. Well, pedestrians could just walk in front of you, couldn't
Oh,
they, Tony?
right,
Yeah. Now, what if we saw some 2 little feet here? What could you anticipate there, then,
Oh,
Tony?
they're going to walk out, aren't they?
Exactly. And what would the consequences of that be?
Well, they're stopping at this distance, I can see. Be here.
Excellent, because
And turning right.
and turning right, Tony. So there's less space, and there's less pace. All right, Tony?
Good saying, that.
Sorry.
That's a good saying.
Yeah. Less space, less pace. So, Tony.
I'll just get past that bus quickly. I hate buses. And straight on.
Straight on, Tony.
Should have got in there and mentioned that possible meeting situation, the bus. Yeah? Prioritise, yeah?
Anticipating what these pedestrians will do, so check into your mirror.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why didn't they cross there?
Well, pedestrians could cross, like I said about that martini advert, Tony, they can cross anywhere, anytime, any place, anywhere.
Yeah, I think they were drinking the martini, haven't they?
Well, if we were anticipating early enough and watched what they did, we could have checked our mirrors and slowed down and let them cross because they had committed themselves to the road like these pedestrians.
Yeah, turning left.
And turning left. And would you beckon pedestrians across, Tony?
No, I never.
Okay, so we could have a possible meeting situation here, Tony. So we did have a meeting situation here, and a car was coming to us. Where would you hold that
I'd
position?
wait there, wouldn't I?
Excellent. And why would you wait there, Tony? Okay, so we've got a
Devil's
possible.
in the detail, isn't it? Find out what detail I've got, what I've got, yeah? All you're asking is a basic question, where would I wait?
Okay, so why would you wait? Where would you wait, Tony? What would your positioning of the vehicle and
I'd
speed
back
be?
about 2 car lengths.
Okay, and what would your positioning of the vehicle be?
What's the most important thing I must do first?
Check. What's the first thing you're going to do, Tony?
I'll check the mirrors, wouldn't I?
Okay, so what mirrors would you check for
No,
pulling
middle and
in?
right before moving in, yeah?
Middle and right before moving in.
Middle and
Tony?
left, sorry.
Middle and left, yeah. Why is it important with the checking the interior mirror first, Tony?
And this is the speed. I don't want 50 cars be following me to the one little gap behind.
Exactly. And the left door hand mirror, Tony?
Well, Johnny could be on his bike there, couldn't he?
Yeah, and if he was there, what would you do, Tony?
I'd let him go.
Okay. When we're pulling out, Tony, what are the mirrors you're going to check? What's the
Middle and
first?
right.
Excellent. And what are you checking the interior for?
This is the speed, and if anybody overtaking me,
And if they were overtaking you, Tony, what would you do?
I'd let them go.
And why would you let them go?
Because I'd probably hit them, wouldn't I? They'd hit me. Yeah, so when you ask a question, don't just take the basic answer off me, yeah? You're only finding out that I know the very basis of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
The MSM routine is really important, yeah? If I don't mention it, it's probably very likelihood I ain't going to be doing it, yeah?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yep.
What's the matter?
So Tony, what should the distance should be between you and the car in front? What's the clearance distance between you?
As long as I don't hit the car, it's fine, isn't it?
No, it isn't fine, Tony, because obviously you need to have tyres and tarmac. I mean, there could be, that car could have just suddenly broken down, and there could have been an emergency vehicle behind us.
Oh, like it is over here on.
Sorry, yeah. And where would you steer? You wouldn't be able to steer away to let that emergency vehicle pass, and you wouldn't be able to steer away
I
to
can reverse back.
continue.
Oh no, I couldn't do it.
You couldn't reverse back now, Tony.
No.
That's why it's important to have adequate clearance in front of the car in front of us of tyres and tarmac.
Maybe you can help me on the next one with that.
I will help you in the next one. I mean, if there was like a bus in front of us now, Tony, what would your clearance distance be then in front of a bus?
Tyres and tarmac.
It wouldn't be tyres and tarmac effectively, because the wheels of the bus actually go inwards, more inwards. The lorry sort of, or the bus has an overhang. So what we do is we start our sort of tyres and tarmac, sort of where the overhang starts, the overhang and then tie the
You mean the back end of the bush, you mean?
Yeah, the back end of the bus. Because obviously, see the bus in front of us here?
Oh, yeah.
The wheels go in,
Yeah.
more in, so we can't use that tyres, and otherwise we'd be right in the back of it. So just show me now. So the overhang and tarmac.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because the wheels, can you see where the wheels are right inside there?
Yeah.
And the overhang's
Not
quite
tyres and
quite
tarmac
wide.
there, is it?
Exactly, so there would be, it wouldn't be
Yeah.
no good for using tyres and tarmac on that situation. So this is sort of good sort of distance to stop in front
Yeah,
of
because I
the
can
bus.
see, and
Exactly.
if the emergency vehicle comes, I could actually move, couldn't I?
Exactly, well done. Okay, so on the next one, I want you to show me the good tyres and tarmac in front of a stopping car.
Oh, right. Well, it won't be tyre and tarmac, so there's bus stops, will it?
Exactly.
The rear
right.
end.
Exactly. So where do you stop with this sort of bus?
The back end of the bus and tyres, yeah? No, the back end of the bus and tarmac, isn't it?
Exactly. Well done. So can you show me now?
I'll show you now. Better.
Excellent. Well done.
Yeah, I feel a lot more happy doing that. I don't feel like I'm boxed in.
Yeah. Exactly. Don't feel quite enclosed in, do you?
No, because I'm claustrophobic.
Well, it's good to use that tyres and tarmac, isn't it?
Yeah. Turning left.
And turning left, please. So again, what would the consequences have been being too close to a parked car in front of us if we didn't use that tyres and tarmac?
Well, if they break down, I suppose we're stuck, haven't we?
Exactly. And if an emergency vehicle came behind us, what would you do?
No, I wouldn't have done it. Wouldn't have any road to move, would I?
Yes. What's your clearance distance between these parked
Oh,
cars?
it's going to be tyres and tarmac this time, isn't it?
Yes. So I want you to show me the tyres and tarmac on this car in front of us, Darren. Excellent. Well done.
That is so good.
Does that feel good?
Mm,
Okay.
it's a lot better.
That's good.
But I can't see the hairs on the back of their head anymore.